All right, guys, welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. And today, yeah, a couple of y'all gotta get cooked in the chat. Now, somebody made a tweet or whatever on X, of a little post on X, this right here, saying that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is the worst premium unit out of the global Dokkan campaign. Now, I obviously made a response. I got a lot of acknowledgments on it, and then this comment right here. This right here is what the video is going to be based off today, because I feel like a lot of people in the community are forgetting a couple of the more important things to a unit's viability. A couple more of the actual the actual tech that makes a unit good in this game and makes a unit viable. Now, this comment right here, a unit's viability is based on how they do in the current hard content. He can't be number one if he's worse than the other units in the relevant content. You know, this comment right here, this is just a poor excuse of somebody trying to defend these bad units. Now, here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna bring up all 5 of the units, and we're gonna show this man why exactly Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is truly the best of all of them. And it's because of he uses the current meta. And in the same respect, I also have to bring up one more character as well. We're going to do a little bit of this. Now, he's a polarizing unit because he's often looked at as number one no matter what happens. Hold up, where is he at? And he has a lot of good uses to him, but still to this day, it's dependent on the situation. It's not like this unit is going to be crazy and he's not going to be in the top 10 for a long time for certain reasons why we're going to get to that. Goku, Ultra Instant Goku. You want to know why a lot of people cape and defend for this unit? Dodging. Dodging is probably one of the strongest things in the game to do because you dodge an attack, you don't take no damage at all. It saves a lot more runs than having a unit tank ability, tank a high damage super attack or a high damage or normal attack. But the problem with this is for about 6 months before this new meta came in, dodge was irrelevant because there was like 4 major fights that canceled dodge, so you couldn't even use this character, right? That is sort of the meta we're in now with difficult events. So this event dropped recently, and Supreme Magnificent Battle. Now, a lot of people are losing their mind with how strong it is. I personally think that they made this event a little bit too crazy on release, because it's gonna put the player base at at odds against like what characters you want to go for, what characters to summon for. Because if you're gonna drop 5 premium units, obviously a lot of the fan base wants to make sure they get a value off of their stones that they're spending and things like that. So we're gonna look at these three fights that are kind of putting people in a headlock, because this first event with Goten, not something is not it's not too difficult. He's dropping a 1 mil attack stat, 3 mil super attack, but here's the thing, right? His beam attack is an other type. Now, chat, if we are quick with it, why wouldn't Gogeta be good against this? He only counters super attacks. Thank you, chat, for answering that. He only counters key-based super attacks. So obviously, for this celebration, if you will, for the global Dokkan campaign, they added 5 premium units who can be used vastly in different ways. You have one of them, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he's your traditional strong unit, high defense, guard, damage reduction. He absolutely obliterates units with his attack. He has support, but he's not a character that has dodge built in his kit. We go to somebody like this Goku. Now, a lot of people want to argue and say this Goku is the actual number one, the new tag unit Goku and Vegeta Blue, because they can dodge. But people are missing the point that they take more damage than this unit right here. If the dodge doesn't go off, which it's not like they're guaranteed dodging like UI Goku his first turn, I can understand. But UI Goku is also not putting up the same numbers. He doesn't have the same effect as either of these two units. He's dropping 15 million while these other units are dropping 40 million attack stats. So we're not looking at dodge unless he's the third unit on your team, or unless he's the third in rotation, so he can help you get out of a super attack. This unit right here gets 60% dodge, and then if you have a future Saga ally, they get 80% dodge. Chat, do you see where all his defense is? 10% damage reduction. We got 100, 180 right here. We have up to 150 depending on allies, and then we have 200 right here. He gets absolutely clipped. He gets absolutely clipped. If any one of these super attacks hit this Goku, he is going to get clipped. I don't know why people don't understand that he is not as powerful as people think. If the dodge doesn't proc, which 80% is a high amount, but 80% is still not guaranteed in these difficult events, because one attack from them and it's GG. Now the same could be said for Gogeta, but this is where they're trying to give us different ways to play these events, different ways to combat these like events, with not using the same characters, with the just one way of going about it. Because you look at Omega, that's why we have Omega pulled up. Now, Omega is not a character that dodges, but he's a character that supports and has high levels of damage reduction, helping his team tank more. Because damage reduction, if people don't realize, is better for tanking super attacks. The higher the level of damage reduction a character has, they can like shelve off a lot more super attack damage, and he's supporting. He's giving damage reduction to his whole team, which actually accounts for him as well. So he's going in the turn. A lot of times when you have two Omegas, he's going in the turn with like 70% damage reduction. And with his high stats, that is very good. He also counters unarmed super attacks, which a lot more of these bosses are doing in their first phase of their attacks, where they're actually crazy. Like we have the Trunks. This is an other type super. This is 12 million out the gate. The only character that can tank that would be Omega. It's not this blue Goku. The Trunks and Goten, they're a little gimmicky, and if you have the right rotation, if it's turn one, you have the right rotation, they can possibly get some things done, because you have the damage reduction right here, and you have a little bit of support right here, but their team is absolutely weak as hell. They haven't yet gave us supremely powerful units to support this unit. I know we have the Easy A Gohan, but it's not the same thing like how we have for Gogeta's team, or like how we have for Omega's team. So obviously for this new event, Omega, who is the weakest LR by everybody's standards, he's the best unit for this event, because damage reduction is hell's high, holds up more. People are mad because the premium unit, the actual, the unit that everybody summoned for, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he has guard and damage reduction, but he only has 50. And the purpose of this unit is for him to either, nullify and counter the Ki Blast Super, which these events, their first phase, they're not doing Ki Blast Supers. They did this, like, Amatsu did this for a reason. He wanted it to be non-Ki based supers for their first phase to kind of counter Gogeta, because any Ki based super attack in any event that Gogeta faces, he's the most dominant character in, because he can't be touched by those. He nullifies them. He a 70% chance to nullify and counter. That is pretty good, especially when you have both of them on rotation and he's getting his support. The Blues don't have that. So, and then the comment, we're going to go back to the comment right here. A unit's viability is based on how they do in the hard content. Now, here's the thing though. What he's not taking account for is this right here. 12 million for Trunks, 11 million for Gohan. And for Goten, he could handle this, but obviously this is the first stage. This is the weaker of the two events. Blue Goku would get shredded if he does not dodge. He cannot actually tank these attacks. So now we have to kind of, forego him in slot 1. Obviously in slot 2, once he gets his super attack, he can mitigate the damage a lot better than people would think, but he's still not doing what this unit is doing, in a lot of majority of the game. He's taken this Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's taken roughly in the last video I had with him, he's taken somewhere around 400k. And I know you guys are like, well, wait, 400k from the new unit? They are doing 12 million super attacks. He can't dodge it because he can't counter an other type super attack. So he's still doing very well. Do you want to know what this unit takes when they don't dodge and they get hit by it? They get absolutely crushed. They take somewhere near the lines of 9 million from this attack. They just don't have it. They don't have the juice to actually combat this. And a lot of people are going to say, oh, they have more tech. Turn 4 is when you can use that active skill. Now, when does... Yep, Vegeta also, the tag portion of this character, it starts from turn 4 as well. So this difficult event, a lot of times, you're wrapping this up on the 3rd turn. You're not really gonna get to a 4th turn, because by the time you get to a 4th turn, all these bosses in their second phase has this attack buildup, like Goten. He starts with 90, but each time the turns pass, he's gonna build up to 450%. So this super attack right here and these 1 million normals are gonna go even higher and higher. And let me show you guys what this means for him. A unit that is relying on dodge. Sometimes when the dodge is working, he's great. He's absolutely amazing. It's the same thing like with LRUI Goku. He's dodging as well, but we're not putting him on the team because there are better characters who we don't have to worry about actually taking those hits when the dodge doesn't proc. We need units to be able to sit in slot 1, take the hits, and be able to protect the team. That's how you actually protect your team, being able to sit in slot 1 and take the damage. Now, unfortunately, this guy doesn't have it. He does not have it. He does not have it at all. Like, there's nothing that people can say to me that makes me think this unit has enough defensive capability to do what he needs to do. It's just clear and simple. He's doing this raise all allies defense, which is good, but then you have to run him in slot 1 to get the most benefit out of it. And if he gets caught, it's over. So that puts these two units out of the mix right away. These two units, we're not even going to argue about them anymore. So now, Goku Black. This is going to be really quick because Goku Black he's safely better than Omega. So if we were going to rank these new units, I'd put Super Saiyan 4 on top. I'd put the tag Goten and Trunks with Gohan 2, the Blues at 3. Rose, I'd say he's comfortably 4. He's doing a lot of stuff with this support. He has the guard, guaranteed guard. He's doing another additional attack. He has the 180 when receiving an attack. And obviously, the active skills that these tag units have is absolutely insane. They do so much damage, or they can just give them extra buffs. But chat, one more time for me. Where does this say? Turn 4. These fights are not wrapped. You are either dying in turn 2, or you are winning on turn 3, or you get the unlucky rotation where turn 1 you get clipped by one of the 11 million super attacks. You're not getting past a 4th turn with this in these difficult events. You can do that in the red zone where it's 8 turns long and you can kind of build up characters, but a lot of characters then can handle those difficult fights. It's not about that anymore. We're on to more difficult content. Omega, he's safely 5. I mean, I already kind of went over a little bit of what Omega's doing. He's a different type of unit. He's not okay, so he has the damage reduction, but he's a lot more of just the support now because he has a domain. He has the obviously he's rainbow orb changing. He's allowing his team to sit at his level almost, which helps in this event because he directly can counter one of the more difficult super attacks that they're throwing out, and also he can just help raise the floor of his team. Because with this, damage reduction support and 70% the defense that he's given, he's making units like Nova Shenron, he's making units like Sin Shenron and the EZA Omega Shenron much better than like much better than I'd say the Super Saiyan 4 team is, even with Gogeta on it, because at the moment it's really just him holding it down. He's really the the strongest unit on his category. I know Super Saiyan 3 is there as well, but the unfortunate part about that is he is a dodge character and he cannot take those hits as well. And I'm sorry guys, it's in this difficult event, it's 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 either Omega or you're running just, I'd say, a full pure Saiyan team with the 10th anniversary LRs. It's that simple. Like, this is kind of the meta that we're going into. Every character, every premium character has a chance to shine. The last event before this, the special battles that everybody was again complaining over. Would you like to see what Gogeta can do in that event right there? We can pull it up real quick. Yeah, right here. So I'd still say, of the three difficult events, I'd say Supreme Magnificent Battle is up there now. It's up in the rafters, one of the top three. Festival battles from the 10th anniversary. I know people hate hearing it, but it's still a difficult event, and I know you're gonna 3 hours just for you to get killed by Glorio. I get it. Now we have Special Battle, the new event that they dropped during the actual campaign. We look at the strongest stage that they have. Look at this. Gogeta is styling on this unit. Ki Blast Super, can't touch him, can't harm him. He's winning. It's just that simple. That's stage 4, by the way. The stage 3 with Omega. He's doing the Ether, but look at his super attack damage. 420, that's not enough. That's not enough to do anything against him at all. So he's still being able to dominate I'd say, the higher level events that he's going into. Now, I can't say the same for that Goku, because that Goku, if he doesn't dodge, if the dodge doesn't proc, he only is working with 10% damage reduction. And I think that's where the real true crime is. People are saying that he's so much better than he actually is, and it's kind of a case of, if you use the units, then you will see. It's easier when you actually are playing the game and using the units. You'll understand that, no, when he gets hit, he takes a lot more damage than you think he is. He's not tanking everything like that. He's not this guy in the background, the Vegito in the background. He's taking damage because he only is getting this 10. He's only getting this right here with the allies built up. And it ain't what people think it is. That's all I'm gonna say. It ain't what people think it is. This Goku is good in slot 2, I say though, but we kind of want this tag. We kind of want the tag, and it's turn 4. And yes, Festival Battle, you can use that because it's obviously an event that goes on forever, miles long. But for the hardest difficult event, I wouldn't test my luck with this with this Goten and this Gohan anytime soon, because they are just throwing out haymakers from turn 1. Like, look at this. The most difficult event with Gohan dropping 11 million. He's an unarmed super attack, which, ding ding ding, there's only one character of the new premium units that has that, Omega. Now, can any of these units, if you have dodge in their hidden potential system, dodge and actually, save you some damage? Yes. But can any of the other 4 units actually tank it? No, not one bit. So you see, there's obviously an advantage for Omega here, even though earlier on in the the anniversary or the celebration, there was talk about him not being as strong enough compared to the special battle that was coming out. So obviously now he has a place to be more dominant, to let his team actually flourish. He actually has units to actually help him. This Super Saiyan Blue Goku, it's like I don't know what people see. I just don't. He's doing a lot, but he's doing a lot after turn 4. He's not doing a lot at the start of the turn. I'm sorry. We need units that can quickly build up, quickly get to where we need to go. Like when we look at Gogeta, it's free and easy. It's everything you see here. Like, okay, you're gonna look at his this passive below here, but you don't need this because this is just an extra super attack. Key +4 after receiving attacks and crits. He already does crits. He already has crits like built into his kit. Like he's one of the better units for a reason for that. So it's kind of hard to just make this unit look bad in all different situations, because in all events he's dominant but one. And we're gonna call him trash. We're gonna call him the worst unit of all the premium units. Like, come on, guys, we're losing our mind here. Gohan, I know we didn't talk much about this unit, but he's still very new, and I feel like the Tanabata celebration that's coming out on the 29th, we might be getting some buffs for this guy. So he might look a lot better after the Tanabata celebration. He actually might just jump right over Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He actually has one of the better tag mechanics. Turn 3. They can do it turn 3. I know it wants you to use terrible hybrid units, but when the difficult events come, he can actually be used to his full advantage. You have the support, the damage reduction, and then when you switch into Goten turn 3 or Goten and Trunks, it's the guaranteed dodge, kind of like the UI Goku. So I don't know what people want, chat, but if you're looking for this Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta to save you, maybe in Tanabata they drop the Realm of Gods, but I don't know. You guys are just absolutely losing it. Thank you guys for watching. You see anything else kind of floating? I do see anything else floating on Twitter, I will discuss that. We are kind of on watch waiting for the Tanabata celebration that is coming out like next week. We're gonna be getting the reveal a couple of days from now. It could be a multitude of things, but still, we must remember, chat, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is the best unit in the game.
You are a fool to challenge a god. I'll calm the anger of the gods into you.